Welcome to this week's coffee tasting, and today it is of a fresh crop coffee from Peru, grown at about 1850 meters above sea level, Caturra, washed, and very typical of good quality coffee from this country. I am cupping today, so I will be assessing 3 batches that I have roasted on the loring. There is a whole bunch of exploration that I'm still doing on the actual roasting apparatus. So this is not only a method of today to assess what's going on in the cup so I can convey that to my customers, but also there's a couple of tweaks that I've made from a batch by batch basis. So let's have a quick taste of these. Right. So broadly very similar across the 3 cups. This is a very fruit-forward coffee. There's some chocolates going on. We've said cane molasses, so yeah, brown, sticky, that type of finish. It's quite syrupy. The acidity is in the sort of orange spectrum, so sweet tangerines, a little bit of maybe a touch of Seville orange as well. The mango element that we've put on the bag is a notion towards the tropical type of taste. There's also quite a tropical aroma profile as well. Coffees from Peru tend to be incredibly fruit forward and very aromatically pungent, and this is no different. Delightful coffee to brew. I would strongly suggest to use this in full immersion or filter style brewing. Maybe as an espresso, the acidity in it might be a little bright, but if you like bright coffees, then this could be something that you do actually enjoy. And I have historically used coffees from Peru in some of the blends that I create, although this one is probably not one that I would use as a blender because it's so delicious in its own right. Why would I want to blend that with something? Now, on the roaster, for those people who are interested, I am still roasting a fairly basic roast profile as I begin to learn or start the learning journey on the loring. Out of the gates, it is performing very clean, crisp, transparent coffee. And it will take some time, probably around 6 months, for me to get my eye in, so to speak, and begin to really understand what process I should be using for washed coffees or natural coffees or pulp natural, Perus, Brazils, etc. It's going to take some time to build up that tapestry of understanding. So the method that I've chosen with this was a fairly basic one. There was 225 degrees Celsius in the drop temperature on our return. So that's a reference, a temperature reference of the position that we are supposed to do, not supposed to do, but we tend to do on the loring versus using the bean probe. So 225 in, there was the very standard 20 seconds worth of soak that the loring has. It doesn't go straight into gas. There is a little bit of a delay before gas is applied. I've used the loring's auto start function again, whilst I understand the cadence of working with this machine. We've then gone into 75% gas that's taken us through to 160 degrees and roughly the onset of Maillard at 4 minutes 45. Now, tasting these, I believe that because the coffee is so dense, we could do with a little bit of extra time inside of the drying phase, as we call it. Anyway, momentum then through 160 and first crack. That was happening in about 3 3/4 minutes. And then post first crack development time of roughly 2 minutes. Now, that's quite a conservative development time, as we call it. I am purposefully taking tentative steps with the roaster. I do not want to underdevelop the coffee as I'm learning it. It is better that the coffee is properly or well developed, because that way it allows us to, or allows me to make sure that it will be extractable, it will be soluble. And as I build up a better repertoire of roast profiles, I'll be able then to shorten the development time, bring forward more fruit characteristics and more sparklingness in the cup, alongside good solubility. Anyway, so just to recap, we've got citrus, like a little bit of tangerine, there's some chocolate, there's some molasses, some brown sugar sweetness in there as well. There's a little bit of tropical that goes on the nose and inside the cup, but overall a very delightful cup and something that would be strongly aligned to filter brewing. Anyway, enjoy the coffee.